Okay, they just here for years, it's the Mizzle Dub Show. Always checking in, cause you know we love sports. Hey, they just hit 100 subs, it's time they get some out. Hey, yo, just two brothers, yeah, y'all. Come tune in, they got guests, they got others, yeah, y'all. Come sit and chat, they got talks like no others, yeah, y'all. Cause it's a family up in here, we love each other, yeah, y'all. Let's do this Saturday night, yeah. It's the Mizzle Dub Show, yeah, the Mizzle Dub Show, yeah. Mizzle Dub Show, yeah, the Mizzle Dub Show. It's the Mizzle Dub Show, yeah, the Mizzle Dub Show, yeah. Mizzle Dub Show, yeah, the Mizzle Dub Show.
Now, we were going to do a show regardless tonight because December 21st was a really, really big day in the world of sports. And then, as if the city of Oakland, California needed one more FU and a swift kick to the ball sack, it got one more swift kick to the ball sack. Now, here's how this came about, because I'm at work and my brother texts me talking about, brother, tell me I'm not hearing this, that we just lost the Man of Steel. Okay, whoa. Every single sports app that I have on my phone would be
I didn't get nothing either.
Going off at an instant right now.
Yeah. I didn't get nothing.
I started, Googling and researching. I'm just like, okay, is this a prank? Because some like to play pranks because they've been talking about Morgan Freeman's been dead for years.
Jesus.
And been playing pranks like that. Then he texts me.
3 letters.
Then he texts me with the 3 magic words, TMZ. And right when he said that, that's when I got the alert from the NBC Sports California app. The city of Oakland has lost its native son literally 4 days before his what would have been his 66th birthday, because he was born on Christmas Day. But yes, folks, the greatest leadoff hitter God ever created.
Whew.
Unfortunately, we are announcing on this show, even though it's already been announced, but here on the Mizzle Dub Show, we lost Oakland's Man of Steel. We lost the Hall of Famer, the legendary Rickey Nelson Hensley Henderson at the age of 65.
Here's to you, man. Here's to the Man of Steel.
Yes, indeed. This is from, of course, his wife, Pamela Henderson, and his daughters. This was the statement made. As it is with profound that we share the passing of my husband, Rickey Henderson, a legend on and off the field. Rickey was a devoted son, dad, friend, grandfather, brother, uncle, and a truly humble soul. Rickey lived his life with integrity, and his love for baseball was paramount. Now Rickey is at peace with the Lord, cherishing the extraordinary moments and achievements he leaves behind. We are deeply grateful for the outpouring of love, support, and heartfelt memories from family, friends, and fans, all of which have brought immense comfort. We also extend our sincere gratitude to MLB, the Oakland A's, and the incredible doctors and nurses at UCSF who cared for Rickey with dedication and compassion. Your prayers and kindness mean more than words.
So something was going on with him?
In this difficult time, if that's what she's saying, because that's my first thought was Rickey sick, because Rickey looked like he could still go out there and play, because Rickey always stayed in shape.
Without a shadow of a doubt.
Which a lot of people know that Rickey played football at Oakland Tech. I mean, that's how good Rickey was. I mean, Rickey was built like a linebacker. He's had some of the thickest legs you will ever see, hence why he stole 1,406 bases in his illustrious career. In this difficult time, we kindly ask for your respect and privacy as we adjust to life without Rickey, holding on to the legacy he left for all of us. With gratitude, Pamela Henderson and his daughters. Needless to say, and I'm going to be homerish for a minute. Needless to say, sports in the Bay Area in 2024, we have lost some icons. It goes without merit. I mean, I even wrote down a list. Back on February the 2nd, weeks before the Super Bowl, even though he only played for 2 seasons, he proudly wore the silver and black. Of course, we lost the legendary Carl Weathers, of course, mostly known for playing the role of Apollo Creed
Once a
in the
Raider,
Rocky
always
franchise,
a Raider.
but Apollo Creed, but played 2 seasons for the Raiders. Also played college football at San Diego State, but of course, more known for being Apollo Creed. But of course, as the old moniker is, once Raider, always Raider. Doesn't matter how long you play there. If you wore the silver and black, you're a Raider. Point blank. Period. Then, of course, back on the 18th of June, we lost, as I've said many times, the greatest baseball player God ever created, in the legendary Willie Howard Mays Jr. Then, not even 10 days after that, he lost his teammate, another beloved member of the Giants Hall of Fame, the baby bull Orlando Cepeda. No, McCovey passed away previously before.
Oh yeah, Orlando
McCovey
Cepeda
passed away.
It's just so much death, man. It's like we were talking with Chris. He said if we live long enough,
the baby bull,
we'll see our heroes pass. I'm like, well,
yeah,
Chris, we're watching them now. We're young, but we're a little bit old. We're watching all our heroes go right now, and it sucks.
I mean, it's even though it's been nearly 25 years, it is still hard for me to refer to Walter Payton in the past tense. It's been 10 years, and it's still hard for me to refer to Tony Gwynn in the past tense.
As we were just speaking about the greatest hitter in baseball.
Yeah. And then on the 20th of August, one of the all-time greatest Warriors, we lost Mr. Alvin Adels. And now, as the year comes to an end, we're now talking about Oakland's Man of Steel. The accomplishments, I'll just say it like this. There was not nobody that grew up in the Bay Area. His batting stance, the way he crouched down the plate, or the way he ran and stole the base, or you try to mimic his head first slide, or, of course, for a lot of us, his home run trot, popping his collar as he goes around the bases.
But wait,
and doing
before Sammy Sosa did the hop,
before
Sammy Sosa did the hop, Rickey Henderson did it. And like you said, with the
Rickey did it first. Rickey did it first, absolutely.
Before Sammy Sosa did the pop, Rickey did it first.
Yeah, I mean he Rickey did it first. Rickey had a style and a flair all to his own that a lot of people emulated. Of course, Jimmy Rollins, Oakland native, and a distinguished baseball player in his own right. Yeah. 25 seasons in the big leagues. He played now in 4 different stints with the A's. He also played for the Yankees from 1985 to 89. Don Mattingly, who should be in the Baseball Hall of Fame. Don Mattingly called him the greatest teammate I ever played with.
Don Mattingly is not in the Hall of Fame?
No, Johnny Baseball's not in the Hall of Fame. No, he is not. And I'm still trying to understand why that is.
And this man did it right. He didn't do no cheating, no nothing, no gambling, and he's not in the hall. Brother, I'm appalled. I'm appalled. You mean to tell me Donnie baseball
make sense.
not in the hall? Wow.
Well, look at it this way.
Wow.
I mean, it took long enough. It took long enough for the crime dog for him and Griff to get in, but the fact is that he got in before Don Mattingly gets in is still mind-boggling to me.
Travesty.
But yeah. I mean, there are some people that now. I'm not saying that none of the guys are deserving, but Don Mattingly should have gotten in before a lot of these guys got in. I'm just calling it how I'm seeing it.
Well, facts is facts.
He had 2 stints with the Padres in '96, and also 2001. He also played a season with the Anaheim Angels.
Wait.
2 seasons.
Wait. Rickey Henderson was still playing baseball when we graduated.
Yes. The year we graduated was also the year Bonds hit 73.
Indeed.
2001 was the year Rickey got his 3,000. I did not know
Rickey was still in the roster.
The year he got his 3,000 hit.
Wow.
Yeah, he was playing for the Padres. No, 2001, Rickey got his 3,000th hit. Broke the record for most runs scored, which oddly enough, he did it on a leadoff home run in typical Rickey fashion.
I remember that. Okay, I do remember that.
And then at the time of his retirement, he was the all-time leader in walks until Barry Lamar Bond said, "Hold my beer." But no, Rickey was the all-time leader in walks. But I mean, good Lord, I mean, there's so many doggone accolades that Rickey has done. It's really just asinine, ridiculous. The accomplishments of this man.
I'm gonna say this real quick because you brought this up.
Okay.
You brought this up before we did the show. We are yet again doing a dedication show to a Bay Area legend who wore the number 24.
Mm-hmm. Yes, as I said earlier on my page, the city of Oakland and the city of San Francisco, in the year of 24, we lose both of our iconic number 24s. And then I said, you know what? Half of the Bay Bridge should be lit in green and gold. The other half should be lit in orange and black, just 100%. To pay homage and tribute to both 24s. Because I mean,
hey, the Bay Area
perhaps
has some nice
other
24s.
Than Marshawn Lynch. No. Yeah. But other than Marshawn Lynch, perhaps no other player exemplified or represented Oakland more to the fullest than Rickey Henderson. And if you want to throw Dave Stewart in there, you can, because Dave Stewart and Rickey grew up in the same neighborhood in Oakland. So I mean, you can put them in there, but I mean, when you think of Oakland sports, or you just think of Oakland natives, not counting Stanley Burrell, a.k.a. MC Hammer, not counting Todd Shaw, a.k.a. Too Short.
Too cheesy.
But if we're just talking about athletes from Oakland, California, it does not get more Oakland than Rickey Henderson, Dave Stewart, and Marshawn Lynch. It just doesn't.
And guess what?
Rickey's Prince.
And you might forget that Jason Kidd is from the Bay.
Yes.
But or Gary Payton. You wouldn't say Gary Payton's from the Bay.
Gary Payton.
But the
Joe Morgan's from Oakland. Bill Russell's from Oakland.
100%. But what you said, Rickey Henderson, as you said, who else did you say? You said Rickey Henderson, Dave Stewart, and Marshawn Lynch. 100%.
Dave 100%. Stewart and Marshawn Lynch.
Yeah, 100%. I agree. I won't argue that. I won't argue that with you at all.
So here's just some of the accomplishments that Rickey Henderson did in his career. MVP in 1990 of the American League. The 1989 ALCS, where he just ran all over the Blue Jays. Blue Jays had no answer for him. 10 times an All-Star. Former Gold Glove winner. World Series champion 2 times, part of the 89 A's and the 93 Toronto Blue Jays. 3,055 hits.
Was that Joe Carter with the Toronto? Was that
T. Rose? Same to you. Yeah, that was the Joe Carter home run.
Hey.
Yes.
Same to you, brother.
Merry Christmas to you too, and Happy Holidays to you too. Thank you. Thank you for coming in. 3,055 hits. Of course, we already talked about the 1,406 stolen bases, which nobody will ever break that ever in this lifetime or the next lifetime. I won't. Heck, I don't think anybody
don't like that no more.
I don't think anybody in Major League Baseball will get to 500 stolen bases.
No, because they don't steal like that no more.
They don't.
There's no art to it no more. It's analytics.
You know what? If a prime Rickey was playing in today's baseball, he would steal 200 easily. I am convinced. Especially with the bases being bigger. Rickey would get to 200.
Easy.
The fact that he stole the fact that he okay, the year I was born, 1982, when he broke Lou Brock's single season stolen base record, which was at that time 119. Rickey finished that season with 130 stolen bases. 130. 130. Then, not to mention, 2,295 runs scored, which is still the all-time leader in runs scored. As I said, was the career leader in walks until Barry Bonds said, "Hold my beer, Rickey. I'm still playing."
Well, that's because nobody went to pitch
this.
Barry Bonds number one.
That too. But like I said, went to Oakland Tech, drafted by the A's in '76, made his debut June the 24th, 1979, against the Texas Rangers at the age of 20. Went 2 for 4 in that game, had a stolen base. He was 44 years old the last time he played. And go figure, his last game played was against the Giants. Go figure. Obviously, first ballot Hall of Famer. As I said, 3-time Silver Slugger winner, Gold Glove winner. Also, 81 lifetime leadoff home runs. There was a thing called the Rickey Rally. And if you didn't know what that is Rickey would get on base, steal second, steal third, and either a sac fly or a ground out, boom, Rickey scored. That was your Rickey Rally. And
the man was special.
For a lot of us that spent a lot of summer days, to say the least. Just for, just to give insight, now Mizzle and I have talked about spending many of summer days and evenings at the Oakland Alameda County Coliseum watching Rickey in his prime. And I know for me, a lot of times we would wave to Rickey in the left field stands, and Rickey would do 2 things. He would wave back, or he would give us this, but he always acknowledged us when we waved to him or said his name, which was always very cool. And of course, if you know Rickey always likes to speak as himself in the third person. He'll be like, "Well, Rickey want to play," or "Rickey want to."
It's almost like Bo knows.
Rickey shines bright when it's in October. Yeah, but well, a lot of times, whatever Rickey said he was going to do it, he was going to do it. Because he was just that
damn good.
special of a player, and of course, doing what he does best. And the and just the head first slide, which I mean,
and the helmet flying off.
It's just what he does. Yeah, that too. And I mean, when he first came in, he did have that Jerry curl, so
Ooh.
you always had that. Yeah, there was that. So, you know. Okay, I see. It does not want to cooperate with me today, and I really don't know why.
Oh,
well, let's try this one.
It's just that technology, man.
Well, this one work. Yeah, it is. We were hoping to put up some steals of Rickey, but of course,
technology
Steph never wants to work how you want it, so we'll just try to do it this way.
I think your internet is going to crash here in a second. I watched Norbit yesterday. As Living Room Sports makes his appearance.
Norbit.
Appreciate you chiming in. And you said you watched Norbit, which is a great movie, by the way. It's hilarious.
It is a classic.
I can really quote that whole movie right now,
but yeah,
we have to take care of other
now.
business.
Now, we go back to May the 1st, 1991, a special day in baseball history, because obviously that was the day that Rickey Henderson broke Lou Brock's record for career stolen bases with 939. Now, very rarely does Rickey get outshined by somebody else, but in a sense, he did, because also on that same day, later on that evening, Nolan Ryan stole Rickey's thunder as Nolan Ryan threw his 7th and final no-hitter against the Blue Jays that night. But May 1st, 1981, obviously Rickey, in his own words, becoming the greatest of all time, and Nolan Ryan throwing his 7th no-hitter. Now, the only thing that sucked about Rickey breaking the record, at that time, yeah, living room, true words never spoken.
Right.
True words never.
Definitely ain't gonna start. That man was special.
Like
you blink and he's on third base.
I'm not saying I know how to fill out a base. I'll say it like this: I don't know how to necessarily fill a lineup, but I do know this: Rickey Henderson is my leadoff guy. That's what I do know.
Oh. And he can play any outfield position, so you're winning.
I don't know if I don't know anything else. True, but I'm a keep in left field. But Lord knows I need a stolen base.
Yeah,
I know who to call. Yeah. But
exactly,
just a real swift loss for the Bay Area. As Mizzle said earlier today, our childhood takes another hit, which it just sucks because the Coliseum bared his name on the field, which there would be no more baseball to speak of in Oakland, California anymore. And
yeah, they can't even take Rickey Henderson Field to Sacramento, huh?
I know. But I mean, it wouldn't be Rickey Henderson Field because
no, well, it's not in Oakland, 100%. It just won't feel right. It just won't feel right. It can't.
I will say, I will. Well, I mean, who that whole situation with this franchise is ridiculous. But here's what I'll say to this: if the stadium in Las Vegas, this is what I'll say: Rickey Henderson better be the first statue. That's all there is to it. Rickey Henderson better be the first statue if they build a statue out there wherever the damn stadium, whatever the damn ballpark in Vegas is going to be at. Rickey Henderson better be the first statue. That's all I know. Lord knows if I was the owner, and I'm not, but Lord knows I would treat my team better than John Fisher ever would. But I'm like, okay, well, you know.
Yeah. Fisher don't know shit.
You know what? It's like, well, you know what? This is what I need. I need a bronze statue of Rickey sliding into third in his patented head first slide. That's what I need.
And the
statue I need right here, right now.
And they got to make sure the helmet is a little tilted off. You know, not fully on, but the helmet got to be kind of off just a tad. Because every time Rickey did the head first slide, the helmet was either going to be moving a little bit or it was coming off. We knew that. We knew that.
But
let's give it.
Boy, I mean, the A's have lost a lot of members off that 1989 championship team. We lost Tony Phillips. We lost Bob Welch. And now you can sadly add Rickey Henderson to that list at the age of 65. I mean, like I said, when I'm reading this, I was at work literally in tears because I'm just like, dude, like this is somebody I saw live multiple times. I have VHS tapes of Rickey Henderson playing in games. This is for people in our age range, this is like Bay Area royalty. When you speak the name Rickey Henderson, it's wild. But again, certainly to all of his former teammates, obviously fans of the A's around wherever they may be, we mourn with you because.
And here's the thing, for those that are watching that are new to the show, we're not even A's fans. We are Giants fans. But damn it, Rickey Henderson, you just paid attention to that man play baseball. You were a slight fan of the A's just because of Rickey Henderson per se. I did root for the A's if the Giants were shitty, just because I'm from the Bay. But we're mainly Giants fans, and this one hurts because, like my brother said, we saw this man live a lot, lot. In
yes.
living room.
Saw this man run around the bases.
Yes.
Saw this man patrol left field. Well,
yeah,
like I said.
Yeah. Moms do know this.
Well, like I said, Rickey's not going to win the award for best public speaker. We all know that because, like I said, no. Rickey spoke as himself in the third person.
Yes.
But, however, when it comes to talking about stealing bases, hello, Ophis of Asgard. Hello.
Yes, indeed. Yes, sir.
As we are here paying our tribute Emil Rickerson, of course. If you don't know, we lost the great Rickey Henderson today at the age of 65, literally 4 days before his 66th birthday, which would have been on Christmas Day, Wednesday, as he was born Christmas Day in 1958, born in Chicago, but of course, raised in Oakland, went to Oakland Tech, drafted by the A's, spent 4 different stints with the A's. First stint from 1979 to 84, then again from 1989 to 1993, came back in 94, 95, spent 96 with the Padres, 97 with the Angels, then came back to the A's one last time in 1998 and actually led the league in stolen bases in that year, oddly enough, at age 40. Then played with the Red Sox, then played for the Mariners, and then spent his last season wearing that god-awful Dodger blue. Oh, that just makes you
so you mean to tell me he played with the pinstripes and the Dodgers?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah. Yeah. He
Oof.
did.
Oof.
But certainly Rickey, one of a kind.
Indeed.
Certainly
Indeed.
in the Bay Area, he will be missed. And it will just be weird watching A's broadcast and not seeing Rickey Henderson at the ballpark. It's just weird. But now we will try to talk about sports because that's what we try and do. And like I said, it was a very
Oh well,
busy sports
we,
day,
we give our dedications. That's what
and
we do.
and it sucked that we had to work. But
Yes.
Sega Sports Talk Baseball. Wow, you went there. My goodness, my goodness. But
Now we're really showing the age
there was
around
a
here.
fight there was a fight that took place earlier in Saudi Arabia, and Alexander Usyk retained his world heavyweight championship, holding on to the WBO, WBC, and WBA championship of the world. Unanimous decision victory, Tyson Fury. The judge had it all. Now this put up to the judges. No bad things could happen, but all three judges on the scorecards had the exact same score, which is rare. But
Wow.
Usyk wins by unanimous decision, going to 23-0, and certainly making his claim for the pound for pound best fighter in the world. Definitely putting the split decision victory the first time behind him.
Yep.
So there you have it. 116 to 112 was the score on all three scorecards.
Do we get a trilogy?
The
Or is
AI judge or the
well,
robot
no.
judge had it one.
Well, no, there is no trilogy because it's flat out 2-0, right?
Yeah, Usyk won both fights, but the fact that he
And then
won
the third.
this by unanimous decision,
Yeah,
and
there's no need
the
for a
fact
third.
that the score was the exact on all three scorecards, tells you that right there. I think the AI judge or the robot judge that they had finished, or he had it 118-110 for Usyk, but Usyk caught him with some shots, and really, Fury thought he won that by 3 rounds.
Yeah,
Really,
he thought
what
he
fight
had.
were you?
Okay, well, if he had 4 rounds, you still lose the fight, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I wouldn't have
He
made that
said no.
comment.
He said I thought I won by at least 3 rounds.
Oh, he thought he won by at least 3 rounds. Interesting. Yeah. Okay. I mean,
Well,
from what I was reading, I didn't see the fight, but from what I was reading,
neither did I.
It seems like the refs got it right. From what
I did see the
not
left.
the refs, but the judges.
Well, I did see. I did see the left hand that Usyk landed on Fury, and almost made Fury, made him a little bit wobbly. But I mean, it just seemed like the added weight that Fury put on for this fight. It seemed like it tired him in the later rounds, which
and why would he do that? I mean, I get it, but
it can work. Okay, it can work against a Deontay Wilder.
Exactly.
But against a guy that is a very good inside fighter and just a very good boxer, period, in Usyk, it's not going to work.
Yeah, and plus he'll let you punch yourself out.
Yeah. And then Usyk would just focus on going to the body more and just working on the inside, which is, which is part of his game, yeah. which works for him. But at the end of the day, Alexander Usyk gets the win, retaining his WBO, WBC, and WBA world heavyweight title. Hopefully, he will fight the IBF champion, and we can unify the world title again, like it was for a short period of time.
That would be nice.
But yeah, wouldn't it? So there was some college football playoff games. We'll start last night. The atmosphere in South Bend, Indiana was electric as the Fighting Irish get a big win over the Hoosiers 27-7. And it just seems like the 98-yard touchdown run by Jeremiah Love just got the Irish started, and they never looked back.
Yep.
Now the Fighting Irish take on my beloved Bulldogs of Georgia. And when we fully dissect this game, I did promise my good friend, Mr. Tony Gaglione, aka Man Cave, that he would come on the show and he would dissect his beloved Irish, and I would dissect my beloved Bulldogs and preview that game amongst others. Well, he's probably asleep right now. Otherwise, I'd send him a link right now. But I don't know.
No, I understand that, but that's why I was like, hey, let the other co-host know when that's going to happen.
No, he was going to come on as a guest. Not.
I know. I'm just being a goof.
All right. But I think the one thing we can take away from these first round games is truthfully the home field advantage that the home teams have. Huge. And that really showed itself a lot yesterday and tonight.
Did all the home teams win?
All the home teams took the win, yes. Notre Dame won. Then earlier this morning, Penn State, 100,000 plus for a playoff game in at Beaver Stadium.
SMU had no chance.
No, they didn't. But that does not take away the fact that they finished with an amazing 11-3 season. They will finish the year as a ranked team. But just for that program alone, coming from the death penalty to where they are now, definitely is a step in the right direction and definitely has built some momentum for 2025. Finished the year 11-3, but things are on the rise for the Mustangs of Southern Methodist. But yeah, 106,013 in University Park, Pennsylvania at Beaver Stadium. Yeah, it was just all Penn State, 38-10.
Yeah,
so
not a chance.
In the Sugar Bowl in New Orleans, it will be the Bulldogs and the Fighting Irish. The Fiesta in the there was the Penn State Nittany Lions taking on the Boise State between those two in the desert at the Big Toaster. Right, earlier today,
pretty good.
Bevo and the run game gets by the Clemson Tigers 38-24. And with that, Bevo has a date with Sparky as the Arizona State Sun Devils take on the Texas Longhorns. In a sense, it pretty much will be a home game for Texas because it will be at Jerry's World at the Cotton Bowl in Arlington, Texas.
Boo.
As of course, Nessa gives up the Hook'em horns, of course. Go figure.
I throw the Hook'ems up there. I just like throwing it up.
A fan of the Bevo. No, I'm sorry. As Mr. Office of Ascar says, I love y'all. I'm going on my 21st hour awake. I'll watch the rest of the show after I wake up.
I hope you get like 12 hours
rest in peace, Rick Anderson. Yes, for sure.
I hope you get 12 hours of sleep because ain't no way in heck that 21 hours.
I'm sorry. Misinformation. I'm sorry. Texas and Arizona State will be at the Peach Bowl in Atlanta. All right.
That's better. So I'm about to say, boo,
Mercedes
they play in Texas. That's not fair.
Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Well, okay. Now, I will say, as Ohio State beat the brakes off of Tennessee 42-17, Tennessee did not stand a chance whatsoever. As the Ohio State Buckeyes will play the Oregon Ducks, a rematch from that classic game earlier in the year where Ohio State's quarterback did not know how much time was left on the clock and ran the clock out, and Oregon wins by 1. But But Oregon, Ohio State, in one of the greatest settings in sports,
Yes.
with the San Gabriel Mountains in the background in Pasadena, California, at the old Rose Bowl Stadium. Whoa, Nelly, the granddaddy of them all, featuring the Ohio State Buckeyes and the Oregon Ducks. A typical Rose Bowl matchup, even though they're both now in the Big Ten. But we get an old school traditional Rose Bowl matchup in Pasadena between the Ducks and the Buckeyes. Of course, the winner of that will take on the winner of Texas and Arizona State. And that semifinal will be in Arlington, Texas at the Cotton Bowl. Okay, so
That's better. That's better.
let me rephrase that. So, winner of Arizona State and Texas, those two will go to Arlington, Texas in the first semifinal. Between Georgia and Notre Dame in the Sugar Bowl in New Orleans, the winner of Penn State, Boise State in the Fiesta Bowl, those two will go to the semifinal and play in the Orange Bowl.
Ooh.
Number one will be on the 9th, the Orange Bowl, and the Cotton Bowl will be on the 10th, and the national championship game, I believe, will be it will be at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia. Obviously, the winner of those two games, of those semifinals, will obviously play for the national title. But all four teams, home teams, won today. 42-17 Ohio State over Tennessee. 38-24 Texas over Tennessee.
That was probably the best game.
And 38-10 Penn State over SMU. And Notre Dame beat Indiana 27-17. So there you have that. In Division 2, or the
South Dakota State do it again. South Dakota. Or was it North Dakota?
Need Division 2, damn it. Give me what I need. And you're not doing that.
North Dakota, right?
The Bison did win today. Absolutely.
They just always find a way to win. Well, that's where your Carson Wentz.
Don't hold me to that. As I'm now going to a different app to get the scores for Division 2.
What's his name?
Trey Lance went to North Dakota State. Yep.
Thank you. There you go.
So, yeah. So, on Friday no. Thank you. So, North Dakota State beat South Dakota State 20 in the semifinal. And Montana State beat South Dakota 31-17. So, it will be North Dakota State against Montana State for the championship. That will be on ESPN. So, the Bison with another chance to get another Division II champion.
They're always there.
So there you have it. The ice. Cuz has bragging rights tonight as over the Oilers beat the Sharks 3-2.
Barely.
In Edmonton, Golden Knights. Well, like I said, went overtime. Knights beat the Kraken 6-2. Nashville beats the Kings in overtime 3-2. Flames of Calgary beat the Blackhawks 6-4. Canadians beat the Red Wings 5-1. Jets shot the Wild 5-0. Devils beat the Penguins. Flyers beat the Blue Jackets 5-4. Sabres lose to the Bruins 3-1. Islanders beat the Maple 6-3. And in overtime, Ottawa beats Vancouver 5-4. The Warriors won by double digits tonight. And we told you, because y'all was worried about Curry going 0-4. We told y'all he was going to go off the next game. But again, you don't want to listen to us because what do we know? We don't know. We don't know nothing.
Did you watch him play at Davidson?
Nonetheless, the Warriors going to Minnesota
Davidson?
Beating the Timberwolves 113-103, getting win. Yes, I did.
Okay. Had nothing else to say.
I sure did.
I know I did. So
31 points, 10 assists for Wardell.
Yep.
To lead the way for the Warriors.
Yep.
TJD had 15.
I just love when the media talks bad about
That's
him when
at
he
12.
has a bad game. Oh. Okay.
Well, again, he's the greatest shooter God created for a reason. That's just what that is. Even though Mizzle is happy that the beam did not get lit, again, unfortunately, it came at the expense of the Lakers. Lakers beat the Kings 103-99. LeBron scores 32 to help get the win. De'Aaron Fox in a losing effort had 31. D'Angelo Russell had 20 off the bench. Reeves had 16. Anthony Davis 10 points, 15 rebounds. The amount of Sabonis just continues to just ball, as he had 19 points, 19 boards. Fox had 31. Murray had 10. DeRozan had 12, but the Kings cannot get no help at all from the bench, as Lakers get the win 103-99. Folks, they're playing without two of their top players, and the Orlando Magic have 18 wins. As Cole Anthony, son of UNLV legend and former Knick Greg Anthony, led the way for Orlando with 35, as he had 27 of his 35 second half.
Oh.
Score of 121 to 114. In the fourth quarter, Orlando outscored Miami 37-8. Do you need me to repeat that again?
No. Well, just in case they didn't hear you in the back.
Do you need me to?
They may not heard you
And
in the
I
back.
mean,
Wow.
and that's with Miami having 5 in double figures. But again,
Well, there was no Jimmy
KCP,
Butler
Caldwell
either.
Pope.
No Jimmy Butler.
No, there wasn't. No, but Badeas had 18. Contavious Caldwell Pope at 24. Black had 10. But Anthony had 35 off the bench in 28 minutes. Shot 13 of 25 from the floor. As Orlando, without Pancho, without France, get win number 18, 121-114 over Miami.
Good coaching.
Hawks at home against the Grizzlies. Grizzlies get the win, 128-112. Jazz beat the Nets 105-94.
The
Cleveland
Pistons.
just
Oh, you're gonna get there. But yeah, well, Cleveland destroyed the Sixers. That was
yes, 126-99. Celtics get revenge on the Bulls, 123-98.
Jason
Bucks beat the
Tatum.
Wizards, Yeah.
Fucked around.
43. Yeah, 43 points, 16 rebounds, 10 assists. As Boston gets to win number 22, Bulls go to 13-16 on the year. Wizards beat the Bucks 112-101. Don't tell me. Don't tell me they did. I'm looking. Let's see. Did they do it? I'm trying to find something, folks. Don't mind me at the moment.
I'll tell you this: the Pistons
Yeah.
beat
Go
the
into
Suns.
Phoenix and beat the Suns 133 to 125 in the Valley of the Sun.
The
Cade had 28 and
Pistons.
13. Jalen Duren had 17, 11 rebounds.
Mm-hmm.
And that's with Durant scoring 43. All for naught, as the Pistons had 7 in double figures. Ivy had 20, Cunningham 28, Durant 17, Hardaway Jr. 16, Harris had 10, Beasley had 18 off the bench, Von Chichu had 10. Beal had 26, Jones had 19, Nurkic had 10, O'Neal had 11, Durant had 43. But again, you did not have no Devin Booker, so there you go. But Pistons get the win, 133-125. Spurs beat the T-Wolves 114-94.
Oh.
Mavericks all over the Clippers, 113-97. Indeed. Yes, indeed. And again, that's without Luka Doncic, but Clay had 16, Dinwiddie had 15, Kyrie 15, Lively 11, PJ Washington 10, Grimes had 20 off the bench for the Mavericks. Mavericks go to 18 and 10, Clippers go to 16 and 13. Yeah, very much so. Balanced scoring all over the place for the Clippers for the Mavericks. Knicks beat the Pelicans 104-93. And Mizzle said, "What ankle sprain?" As Kermit the Frog led the way for the Chiefs, as the Chiefs on the year do go to 14-1, as they did defeat the Houston Texans by a final score of 27-19. Yes,
bro. They took away a play that the Texans did, and they turned it into a 15-yard penalty.
Unbelievable. The freaking Chiefs. But they are 1 inch closer to being the number 1 seed in the NFL playoffs yet again.
Wait, I thought they already are. Who's the number 1 seed?
I think they're waiting on another Bills loss to officially lock it up. I think that's what they're waiting on.
Well, the Bills are winning this weekend, so you might as well cancel that.
Yeah, very true.
But I thought the Bills have 2 losses, right? 3 losses.
Bills have 3.
So how the Kansas City Chiefs got one?
If they somehow finish with the same record, then the tiebreaker goes to the Bills. So here are the Chiefs' remaining schedule.
Do you see the Chiefs losing any more games unless they're resting players?
Well, Christmas they're playing the Steelers in Pittsburgh.
I'm thinking the Steelers are for sure on that. They're going to be pissed.
And then they close out the season against the Broncos.
They'll beat the Broncos. It depends on if they're resting players and how they play the Steelers.
Correct. That is
they
correct.
beat the Steelers. They're resting against the Broncos.
I agree. I would agree to that. But no,
I don't think they care. I don't think they care about how the outcome comes when it comes to what the Bills are going to do because they have a better record than the Bills.
Mahomes threw for 260 and a TD.
Yes.
Kareem Hunt, 11 carries, 55 yards, and a touchdown. Xavier Worthy, 7 catches, 65 yards, a touchdown. Chiefs get the win, 27-19.
Wants to be productive, bastard.
Yeah. Isn't that how it goes? A big win for the Chiefs, 27-19 over the Texans. And then it was a tale of 2 halves, per se. Ravens led 17-10 of the half. They were exchanging interceptions in the red zone. But at the end of the day, Baltimore gets a win as both the Steelers and the Ravens are both 10-5. But this is why you signed and paid Derrick Henry all that money to do exactly what he did today against the Steelers.
Now, wait, brother. Now they did that, but will they do it in the playoffs?
That is the ultimate $5 million question, my friend. That remains to be seen.
You do all that in the regular season, but when it's money time, I will
say this. If you just let Derrick Henry just dust off on the sideline in purgatory during the playoffs, and you don't stick to your bread and butter, then John Harbaugh, you need to have a come to Jesus with the ownership, because that just makes no sense.
Bro, you got one of the best running backs in the league, and correct. You run him in cold weather because don't nobody want to tackle him when it's cold, because that shit hurts. It hurts.
Facts. And you're playing on turf in Baltimore.
It hurts even more. Now I'll tell you this: if the Baltimore Ravens are not in the AFC Championship game again, it's a travesty. Now I forgot who I picked to come out the AFC this year. No, I picked the Chiefs. Of course I did.
Baby.
And they're continuing just to prove the reason why the league just loves, for some odd reason, just loves them. So now, brother, do you believe, because you said they can't do all this and get into the playoffs? Well, Kermit the Frog looked like he should have been on the sideline in a boot. But somebody in that staff got Mr. Miyagi powers, and they Daniel-soned his ass to health. Or as you would say, a quarter of those. I'm sorry. Somebody Mr. Miyagi his ass, because it looked like he couldn't put no pressure on it. And I'm sorry. I've had a few bad ankle injuries.
You stay focused. Here's my point. Oh.
I hate you right now.
Oh, God bless Pat Morita.
Armio.
Really? Yes, he is. He is an Armio Indian. To which, if you heard him talk,
from Fairfield. No, he's not from Fairfield.
To which, if you heard the man talk in his real voice, you'd be like, "How the hell?"
Man speaks damn good English.
Yes.
Like
yes.
English, not you look at him like, that's not supposed to be coming out your mouth right now, sir.
Like, Miyagi-san? What? And
that movie he did with movie he did with Jay Leno was pretty good too.
But you know what? That dream sequence on the recent Cobra Kai, a young Miyagi, man, whoever did the CGI on that, you deserve a raise, because that sequence was fantastic.
I love the zinger right there by Living Room. Who just came in? That was perfect. You saw the opportunity, Living Room, and you ate it. Perfect. We love shit like this on the Mizzle and Dub show. Yes, we do.
There's really not much. There's really not much I can add to that.
That was perfect.
I can't. Just wow. Second game. But Russ, you can't turn the ball over in the red zone. That's just that's just something you cannot do. Even though Lamar and Russ were both in giving moods today, but at the end of the day, too much Derrick Henry, as Derrick Henry ran for 162 yards on 24 carries.
Shouldn't that Should that put him at 2K or close to 2K? No,
he is
nowhere
at
near
16.
2K.
He is at 1,636 yards.
Yeah. Wow. So he should be winning the crown this year, right?
He's second behind Saquon. Saquon's your league leading rusher. Now,
If he has 16, then what the hell did
now-
Saquon got?
Saquon's over 1,800.
Whoa. Well, not shocking when you running the ball when you show somebody your ass and jumps over their helmet. And that sounds about right.
No, I'm sorry. Got it wrong. Okay. Saquon is at 1,688. So he'll be over 1,700 by the time the Eagles get on the field to play the Commanders later on today.
So
Joe Burrow is still your
one. So he's still number one, though, right?
Derrick Henry. No. Saquon's number one, but Henry's number two. JJ is number three at 1,100 yards.
Not shocked.
So there you go. Joe Burrow is still your league leader in passing with 3,977. Lamar Jackson is second with 3,787. Goff third with 3,759. Geno Smith fourth.
Lamar should be leading touchdowns, though, right? Because I think he got 40.
Let's see.
I think Lamar should at least have about 40.
Let's take a look. All right. Thank you. Oh, Lamar is at 37 right now. So he's 3 away from 40. 37.
Okay,
yeah.
I thought he had 40. Okay.
He's close. He's dang close.
I don't know why I thought he was at 40. That was shitty.
He is close, though. But just real quickly, just to recap, or not recap, but real quickly, here are the games for Sunday, week 16 of the NFL. As we go down the line, Rams in East Rutherford against the Jets, Commanders at home against the Eagles, Giants on the road to Atlanta to play the Falcons, Cardinals on the road to play the Panthers in North Carolina, Battle of Ohio, Browns and Bengals in Cincinnati, Titans and Colts from the Big Oil League, Lions and the Bears at Soldier Field, Vikings and the Seahawks in the 12s, Patriots and Bills, Jaguars coming to play the Raiders. Of course, my beloved Niners on the road in Miami playing the Dolphins. And, of course, on Sunday night, the Buccaneers in Arlington against the Cowboys. And, of course, Monday night we have the Green Bay Packers taking on the New Orleans Saints in Lambeau Field. So, there you have it with that. But certainly want to thank everybody for hanging out with us as we paid tribute to the great Rickey Henderson. And then talked about Usyk retaining his championship belt. And we will see what the future holds for Alexander Usyk, of course, who is still fighting for his country in Ukraine with the situation that's going on with them. So prayers to them. Wherever you're watching week 17, certainly hope you enjoy with your loved ones, wherever you may be watching that at. I will be hanging out with Mr. Vera tomorrow at his place watching some football. So there we go with that.
Nice.
So there you have it.
Well, we will be doing. So I guess I should. No, I'll say it just in case for anybody that may not watch the show. If we do one tomorrow or later on tonight. But Merry Christmas. So I don't know if we'll.
Yes.
I don't know if we'll be doing the show here or there around that time.
Yes. Merry Christmas. Feliz Navidad. Mele Kalikimaka.
All that.
All that good stuff, and enjoy the last 10 days of 2024 as it is gone by.
Go ahead
quickly.
You December folks, go ahead and enjoy it because when we cross that calendar year to where the shit gets real because we start the motherfucking year.
Here we go.
When January babies come in.
Here we go.
Just better just clear away. We'll leave it to you guys right now because you're ending it.
Oh boy.
We'll begin it.
Yes, indeed. But appreciate you guys for hanging out with us again.
Yes,
our thoughts, prayers, condolences to Rickey Henderson's teammates, family, friends, and of course, we mourn with you A's fans because Rickey Henderson was very special to watch. So appreciate you guys for hanging out with us as I am going to start doing laundry. And there we go. Leave it to living room.
Hey,
leave it to him.
It's a good movie. Well, yes. Don't give me
now started. You got him started again.
I'll say, yeah.
Thank you guys for tuning in and watching this. To our newest subscriber to put us at 166, thank you. We appreciate you. With that, and you definitely will get a recap show later on tonight that cover week 17 of the NFL season. So just coming back with us. Anyway, for Mizzle, I'm Dub. Thank you for watching. And as always, it is 5 o'clock. Some damn well. And for you, Rickey Henderson, you get a big, wonderful yeet. Rest in peace to Oakland's man of steel. Good night or good morning, and living room, you be good to you and your family, my good sir. Good night or good morning, whichever one works for you. But you've been watching the Mizzle and Dub Show. Oh! Get in there.
Do it now.
Get to the chopper.
Oh, just do it.
Later.
Do it.